Hello, powerful beings. Welcome in to the Portal Lowdown. You have just entered into a video where you are going to get the full inner experience of what to expect from the portal, who this is for, and we really do invite you to tune in to the fact that you have landed on this video right now for a very particular reason. There's a soul essence that's been guiding you that brought you to this video. And as you listen to us talk about this portal, as you listen to us describe who this is for and what's actually going to go on inside of this, we invite you to feel into and expand into your own intuitive guidance and just check in if this is something that feels like it is resonating with your soul. So here is the agenda for today. We are going to run through what the portal is and who it's for, how it works, what's actually inside of it, and some common questions. So let's move into this first part. We're going to run you through what the portal actually is. Back in January 2025, Bella and I received a very clear message from Spirit, from Source, that there were a bunch of souls who are starting to awaken on their path in new ways. And we started to feel into this bigger mission that was coming alive in our hearts. There is this massive collective awakening that is happening right under our noses. And with this, many souls are being summoned into their next phase of alignment, a deeper sense of alignment. And we have been called upon to create a space that would be the doorway that these souls are walking through, where they are saying yes to their path. They are committing to their journey.
So you're probably wondering if you are one of these people, one of these souls that is a part of this group of people that are receiving this call. So listen in with your heart if this is you, because the souls that receive this specific calling, it is a calling from your soul. It is a calling from a part of you that probably for a long time has only existed as a whisper or as a sometimes you listen to it, and kind of something that has been on the outskirts of your life. These souls that are meant to jump into this portal, are meant to literally go through this portal, are the ones that now have that voice, that inner voice becoming much louder, and that feel like it's the time to jump in and to say yes and make that commitment. And it's going to look like kind of what we would reference as those symptoms of awakening, those symptoms of knowing that you're meant for something more, whether that is your intuition and your intuitive abilities coming online, whether that is the presence of a vision that is now becoming so clear and so vivid that you can't not look at it, or it's not even having that vision, but knowing just at baseline that you are absolutely meant for more. Inside the portal, the best way to describe this is you are going to be tapped into this community, this space, this literal energy vortex where not only you are spending your time and energy and your intentions and your focus and your consciousness on alignment, connecting with all these other souls around the world who are also doing that, who are speaking that same language, who are having very similar revelations, and who are also holding the vision for you and with you. Inside this space is where all of these ideas and theories turn into embodiment. It's where you become fully anchored into your alignment, into your soul's path. No longer just visioning it and having it live in the mind, but actually feeling it in your body and then literally seeing it in your reality. You are tapping into an energy of commitment, of self-belief, of doing the damn thing, and of being in touch with your soul.
Let's drop into the magical transformation of what actually goes down when you step into the portal. Where will you be 6 months later after doing deep soul work and activating the most unique, authentic, vibrant frequency from within your own being? There is a sense of lack of direction or maybe confusion that could show up in your life. And after going through this experience, you're going to feel this deep, unwavering trust and connection to your intuition. Maybe right now you're feeling like you keep touching your dreams and then shrinking back into a smaller version of yourself or shrinking back into doubt. By the end of the 6 months, you'll feel so rooted in your power that oscillation between ego and soul will not feel so dramatic and so heavy, and you will be stabilized in your power and in that reality. There also may be a part of you that feels like you're disconnected from a deeper purpose. This 6-month experience is literally built for you to get into soul nourishing alignment where you reignite clarity and have this fulfilling sense of inner knowing on your direction and what you are here to do. There also may be a part of you right now that's looping in fear and kind of second guessing which way you're meant to go, second guessing your power, and you are going to step out of this experience feeling unshakable confidence in who you be on a deep soul level. It is only inevitable that the work you do inside of this container will be reflected in the experience of your life, and you will create your own heaven on earth.
So now let's talk about how exactly this is going to be done. There is a specific method, a signature method of alignment that Nikki and I live by ourselves that completely changed our life, right? Have made us feel unrecognizable to ourselves from a few years ago. These are all the foundation of what it means to not just reveal and activate that dream life, but to do it guided by your soul and to do it in a way that puts you back in touch with who you really are and your true nature. And we feel so strongly about these tools because not only have we seen them work in our own life, but we know that this is also the truth of reality. This is how a being that is awake and aware and conscious and wants to live out their soul purpose, this is how it's done. These are the approaches and the tools that you want to be tapped into in order to live that dream life and be a walking embodiment of your soul, of your divinity. And so what these phases are going to do is tap you into that soul essence, is tap you into your limitless potential, your limitless nature, right? It's going to bring that vitality back, that sense of aliveness, that life force energy that is moving through you. And this process has changed our life. And it is all about how we make life an inner game and see our outer world respond as a result.
So the first kind of call that exists inside the portal are the activation calls. We wanted to take a really different approach to this program. Instead of just giving information, we are taking a frequency first approach to these sessions. Activation calls happen twice a month, and they are where we are tuning in as a group and as a collective to a very specific frequency and a very specific energy. We are going to be doing channel transmissions, interactive journeys, integration exercises, and you can think about the OOM signature method of alignment has 6 different phases. Each phase, we are going to be focusing in on activating a certain level of consciousness and a certain energetic state from within our being. You are going to sit down in those sessions and have a full-on energetic recalibration based off of the words that are coming out of our mouth, the frequency that we are emitting off to you guys, and also the vortex of the community and the energy that we are creating as one. The next kind of sessions that we will have inside the portal are subconscious rewiring sessions. These are going to be led by me. I am a trained subconscious healer, and I really help people get into the inner workings of their subconscious mind to get to the bottom of the code that is manifesting their entire life. And if you feel like you run up against blocks or you have these desires and you keep acting in a way that actually isn't in alignment with who you desire to be, these are the sessions where we're going to go deep into the inner workings of your subconscious mind to decode what is going on in there and to reveal illusions and the lies and the limiting perceptions that are keeping you in realities that are misaligned. So these sessions are really going to tap you into your power, the wholeness of who you are, and you are going to start to remember who the F it is you truly are on a soul level as you decondition and peel back the layers of who it is you are not.
Yeah, the power of these subconscious rewiring sessions really cannot be overstated. And an analogy that's really helpful, Nikki uses this very often, is to think about how the work, the modality, if you will, of subconscious healing and rewiring really helps to dust off anything that is blocking you from seeing and feeling your own light. Imagining that you're like this light bulb, right? This subconscious healing is what is changing the way that you are able to even see and perceive your own light, and literally see and perceive all the other light, everything around you. So then when it comes to the individuation sessions, we think about this light analogy, this light bulb. As you dust off the light and start to see that light for what it really is, then comes this question of what the nature of that light really is and how that light wants to shine, and the color of the light, the texture of it, the fragments, all of it. Individuation and these sessions that are going to be hosted by me are very much focused in on you connecting in with the true, unique essence that is you. That is who you really are on a soul level, and also on like this physical level, right? Of the blending of the magic and the matter, and you getting to feel and experience who you truly are. These sessions are where you are going to learn all about human design, gene keys, creative theory, and essentially all of the methodologies that ladder up to you knowing and embodying what your genius is. And we talk a lot about what your gift is, what your mission is, what you're meant to do here. And these sessions are going to have you walking away literally being like, oh my God, I understand myself. I understand how I'm meant to act, how I'm meant to be. And the beauty of this is you, by the nature of just observing your true self, you break out of the mold. You break out of the shoulds and the formulas and the things that were never meant to work for you. And you start to be guided by your inner compass. That inner compass becomes incredibly clear, incredibly tangible, right? This is where we kind of have fun blending almost like the science of what your personal intuition sounds like, and the art form of being one's true self, of authenticity.
So now we're going to go into just a few of the common questions that we've been receiving, because maybe you guys have the same question and you'll have that answered for you here. The first question that we've been getting a lot is, what if I can't attend the calls live? Like I said before, we have a replay vault that you will have access to, and the calls will be reposted within a 24-hour span from when the call was live. These are very powerful transmissions, so you will be receiving the potency of the message, whether you are there live or whether you're watching the replay. And if you guys did want to receive intimate and personalized support, where like you would raise your hand on the call and talk, but you can't attend the call live, you can throw in the chat a question or send us a voice note, and we will play it on the call, or we'll read the question out loud on the call, and you will have the chance to still receive that customized support.
Okay, so the next question is, I've never done an online program before. What is it like? And do I have to talk on the calls? So I will just say that this is really one of the best places to jump in as your first ever program. Really not like anything else. It's not just a typical course where you're getting all these video modules and you got to like consume all this content. It's not like that at all. Okay. What I will say is, whether you are just receiving and kind of sitting back and listening and not, raising your hand or coming off mute to receive coaching, you will still have a massive transformation. So to answer the question specifically of, do you have to talk on the calls? No, it's not a requirement, not at all. I will reassure you that the types of human beings in this space are so sacred. They are so loving. They are so heart-led that I would be confident to say you will want to raise your hand, you will want to engage and to share. But if you don't, it's not a problem at all. And there's actually a lot of beauty in just tapping in the format of just receiving and listening and watching other people's transformation and seeing yours happen in your own time. Okay, so the last common question that we get is this the right time for me to do this? So this type of program is something that supports you wherever you are, because your life is the curriculum. Okay. So whether you are in a challenging time, an expansive time, it's really busy right now, you're in a new beginning, you're closing a chapter, this program, you're going to know if it is meant to be the anchor point for wherever you're at. I think maybe the better question to ask is your soul ready for this, no matter what your life looks like right now?
Now, the last and final note that we want to add here is that we have an optional add-on that is an in-person retreat for the beings that want to tie this entire journey all together with a closing chapter, a ultimate shift into that highest reality that you are going to be rendering throughout this 6-month program. The in-person retreat takes place in Sedona, and we will drop the link to that below, and you can read up on all the information that we have on our landing page. There are so many beautiful souls that have already stepped in and committed to the in-person retreat. We do have some spaces left, so definitely go check that out. But if you made it to the end of this video, trust that you have just absorbed and watched this video for a very specific reason. These are the tools that have altered our DNA, have changed the way that we show up to life, have changed the kind of life that we're living. And we are so excited to be putting something together where finally every single thing that we are gifted at, that we want to serve you guys with, that we have embodied, the wisdom that we have picked up on this path, it is so magical, and I cannot wait for you guys to experience it.